So Deandre Ayton was recently signed by the LA Lakers, and he took the podium to talk about how he's feeling about things. He talked about playing with Luka and LeBron and so much more. And I think you Lakers fans are going to be super stoked about it. This is a guy that has been criticized his entire career for his lack of motivation and drive. And he acknowledged how all he's wanted this whole time over the last few years is to play in a winning environment. And he really emphasized how he wants to recreate his image and how this new opportunity is going to push him to be his best self. So in this video, I wanted to show you guys and also react to this interview. But first off, real quick, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, and your support truly does mean the world. Alright, so starting things off, the first thing he talked about was how he evaluated things as a free agent and why he wanted to be a Laker, and also about his excitement to play with Luka and LeBron. Here's the clip.
And the teams that me and my agents evaluated during that time span, I felt that Lakers was the best fit. Being around the two best playmakers in the league, and just Laker Nation, just having a fan base is, just behind them is insane. I've never seen before, and just to be a part of it, knowing that the winning legacy that this organization has, I know the expectations, and I know that winning is a lot. It means a lot here.
Yeah, you mentioned just referring to Luka and LeBron, kind of what a big man like you, how that could optimize your game. How do you think that could work on the court, and what have you seen from them over the years?
Completely. They both averaged about 9 assists over their career span, and just the type of players they create with their teammates. They turn them into superstars, and they make them bigger than their roles and make them very important on the floor as well. And just seeing that and finally getting the chance to go in and experience that would be big for me, and just get me back to my full form how I used to play, and just coming up and just being a part of the finals is those playmakers I'm used to having around me that's leading to wins.
He definitely seems excited, and it really seems real and genuine. I can't wait to see how he comes in and makes an immediate impact. But anyways, next thing he was asked about is what drove the decision he made and how he feels about winning. Again, he really seems like he's stoked about this new opportunity to be in a winning environment, and this new scene could be the refreshing situation he has needed, so it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Anyways though, next Ayton was asked if he has already talked to Luka and LeBron, and also a bunch of other interesting things.
Yeah, most definitely. One of the Trailblazers, they had a different route, and I wanted to be in a winning situation, and when my agents and I finally got a chance in the free agency just to finally evaluate, I felt that Lakers was the best position. They want to win the championship right now, and I want to win right now as well, and just be a part of a winning legacy and just be around winners. And I won't say it was something difficult to think about. It just brings me back to where, playing with the Suns and being a part of a winning organization, once you win, everything's easy, really. And that's what I wanted to be a part of again. And the last 2 years was just a different route for me. And I just learned a lot that, when you don't win in this league, you could be forgotten. And, I'm just glad Laker Nation welcomed me with open arms.
I really liked how he talked about this new opportunity as a platform he can't run from, and it's so true. LA fans are ruthless. He will be in the spotlight night in and night out. He's gonna have to do his part and give 110%. And then he talked about putting pressure on the rim and a bunch of other fit and basketball stuff. And after this, Ayton was asked about what areas of his game he thinks he can utilize the most and how he can use his strengths to the Lakers' advantage. Here's the clip.
I spoke with Luka for a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're all busy this offseason. I know Luka is handling this thing in Europe right now, but just quick follow and things like that. Just saying hello and just checking in. Most definitely. It fuels me. It fuels me up completely, and it's a different type of drive that I've been wanting to express for a long time, and I think this is the perfect timing. Here in the purple and gold. And it's a platform that I cannot run from. I can show what I really am, and just be around some greats to really emphasize that for me as well. And it is a lot of fuel in me, to prove the whole world wrong. Should be quite fun. I like to let my ball handlers do what they do, and they lead me to do the rest. And Luka he's black and white in the pick and roll. He puts so much pressure on the rim. All you have to be be willing to finish above the rim and just finish your rolls and, just do your part. I think I've got a little cheat code, playing with the playmakers I played with it in my past, coming into the league, and I'm pretty aware of, how to get guys open and, either to play in the pocket or roll straight to the rim, but it's all about putting pressure on the rim and, finishing at a high level. And, that's where, I think they'll really emphasize, the pick and roll because they're great passers as well. And, the type of guys they are, it puts them in a bind just playing that cat and mouse game in the pick and roll.
Where are the areas in your game that you feel most determined to grow as a player?
Mainly just protecting that rim as much as possible. Closing out possessions and really just leading these things to buckets. Every pick and roll I set is a strong screen. When I roll to the rim, I'm rolling to the rim aggressively. Just really emphasizing the thing the team wants. What's my role and just really playing hard at it.
Deandre, just kind of wondering, in your mind, as you kind of look forward to the season, do you picture yourself as part of a big three type thing with LeBron and Luka, or is it more, do you feel you're more kind of coming here to just kind of play a role?
I leave that up to you guys. I leave that up to you guys. I'm just here to be a part of the puzzle. I'm here to fit in what Luka and JJ and Brown wants me to do. That's about it.
Great stuff there. Here's the final clip from this interview.
I feel like, at the end of the day, I'm on the court. I'm supposed to perform, and it's just different routes of organizations, whether you want to win or not. And I've just taken my route where I want to win. And when it comes to wins, it's like you play hard to when you know everybody's goal is to win. You do everything you're supposed to do or you can do to win. True professionalism. I feel like I've just been absent for a little bit in this league, and hard work. I've just been trying to put in as much work as I possibly can, and when I'm on the floor, I just really want to just show the world and just prove everybody that I am a winner. And any position I'm in, I just want to really win and sacrifice the way how I did coming into this league. Yeah, it feels like a video game. Like somebody set it up. I think somebody set this up, but honestly, this is an opportunity that I won't take for granted. Luka is a once-in-a-generation player, and I'm happy to be his teammate. Hearing how much shape he's been in, he's super ripped, and I'm finally glad to be on his side. While he's doing all of that, and I'm just truly excited. I'm a student of the game, and I love to play with a passion, and the love I've received, and I've not even thrown on a jersey yet. Is I can only show you guys my appreciation.
Yeah, overall, Lakers fans should be absolutely stoked about getting this guy. He kind of really has a chance to fix the core problem that this team has had since the AD trade. Obviously, nobody expects Ayton to be AD, but he was a #1 overall pick. He has the talent. Now it's up to himself and also the Lakers and JJ Reddick to finally unlock it and get it to come out. That's really all I have to say for this video, though. Definitely some interesting stuff. It was great to see Ayton finally talk to the media about this new situation and how he's feeling. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this pickup in the comments below. And if you made it to this point in the video and enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, because your support truly does mean the world. And also let me know what you would like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.